Now coming to the field, the Merseyside Nighthawks. And now for your Nighthawks defensive starters. Number 12, Nathan Pennington. Number 16, Pedro Botello. Number 8, Dan Hampton. Number 22, Akechi Apakama. Number 4, Jake Lord. Number 59, Adam Roberts. Number 5, Alex Suzuki. Number 95, Tom Hine. Number 96, Isaac Ponsford. Number 97, Michael French. And number 1, Danny Barnes. Now coming to the field, the Scunthorpe Alphas offense. And now for your Scunthorpe Alphas defensive starters. Number 52, Alex Irving. Number 59, Loz Lowish. Number 54, Ollie Dixon. Number 99, Jack Marshall. 91, Connor Greenhalgh. Number 20, Luca Martinez. Number 2, Natty Peck. Number 88, TJ Bunu. Number 30, Sean Bedford. Number 3, Nick Tomaszewski. And number 24, Gus Hughes. And now for your Scunthorpe Alphas coaches.
Hello and welcome to the BAFA Division 1 North final between the Scunthorpe Alphas and Merseyside Nighthawks. See both teams promoted already as we see the first kickoff.
That's a good return from the Nighthawks.
Obviously both teams on the high have already been promoted after their semi-final wins due to the Newcastle Vikings being relegated, as well as
Newcastle Vikings and
I can't remember who else it was.
Oh, it's the Edinburgh Wolves dropping out of that Premiership North Division.
So 2 places were on offer this season. So both sides are up after, you must say, a shock result 2 weeks ago when it was the Rams losing to the Nighthawks in what seemed like a dead cert to be promoted, to be honest.
I'm sure both of these teams will be looking for a victory today to buoy them to their Premiership campaigns next year. Both proud teams, the Scunthorpe Alphas, their short history has been filled with success. Being promoted from Division 2 just a few years ago to their Premiership Division ceiling win versus the Glasgow Tigers. And then Merseyside, having come down from the Premiership North last season, have bounced straight back up. Very impressively with that win versus Yorkshire. And they look to start off on offence from the 40-yard line. Stop with a run. Oh,
great hit there. Is that Jack Marshall?
No, Alex
Winos. Apologies. I mean, we're speaking before the game about obviously the Nighthawks being promoted. When they looked sort of mid-table in the division, obviously still a solid side. You must assume that maybe they've had some newcomers late in the season, because a real upturn in form has not really been expected, but that is what has happened.
Looking for 2nd and 8. Oh,
a fumbled snap.
Fumbled.
Taken down for another...
About a yard gain. He did well to actually gather the ball and be able to make something positive out of that play.
Yeah, not an ideal first drive for the Nighthawks, though.
It's bringing up... Oh, no, looks like a loss of about a yard. It brings up 3rd and 11. But yes, you have to respect the Nighthawks for going into the playoffs. They played the number 2 Sandwell Steelers and the number 1 seed Yorkshire Rams, and they've dispatched both of them. They've achieved a lot to be here today. It's just a testament to the team taking it every given Sunday. I was just talking to some Nighthawks supporters who said the level of intensity they brought to that game with the Rams out of the back. Oh, that pass is batted up in the air.
Batted.
Looks to be incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down. I assume they'll bring out the punt unit.
Yeah, I mean, it's after a really good return. It must be quite a disappointing end to that drive for the Nighthawks. Maybe trying to get into an early lead, stun the home crowd. Obviously, the Alphas have put on a big show for this game. It's really been the showpiece of the season and really the Alphas' history. Getting promoted to the top division in only 4 or 5 years of non-associate level football is very impressive. And the Alphas to get a win here, get the ring, to build some momentum in for the next season.
So Merseyside coming out on a shield punt. Snap is a little slow, but the punter gets it off. It's a short punt. Seems to be settling around the Scunthorpe 30-yard line.
Yeah, it took a positive roll there for the Nighthawks, but the Alphas with a solid field position going to their first drive.
So Merseyside plagued by a few errors on that first drive, a fumbled snap, a pass battered at the line. Hopefully they can iron some of those procedural mistakes out and start to put some drives together later on in the game. Might be just some rust from the travel. As this game is being played at Quibell Park, Scunthorpe's home ground. Here's the first look at the Alphas offence, led by the stalwart Martin Burley. Dominant centre. It's been a massive part of the Alphas' success. Really fearsome to face in those trenches. I know. I've played him for 3 years. I had to practice against him.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
That's a handoff. It's like a fullback lead.
Harrison. Great run on first down. Obviously, Jack Patterson, I believe he had 3 or 4 touchdowns in the game against the Glasgow Tigers.
That's an absolute trademark bruising Jack Patterson run right there.
Yeah, everyone who's watched the Alphas knows Jack Patterson's style. Yeah, really aggressive runner, obviously an MMA background, and it really does show on the football field.
But credit must be given to those fullbacks as well, opening up that hole on the fullback lead. So let's see what they come out in.
He trips to the left.
Trips, and then it's like Thomas Noon lined up at tight end on the backside. It's like a counter play.
Jack Patterson, great patience, picks his space and
follows his blocks, but it's corralled quite well by the Nighthawks. Gain of about 4. So strong run play from Scunthorpe, but not hitting quite as much as the previous. Went for a first down on first down. Brings about 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Merseyside do have quite a lot of weight in that linebacker and D-line room, so corralled that run quite nicely.
I believe number 22, Akechi Apakama, was clearly their standout in what was a defeat at Quibell Park earlier on in the season, but he did stand out as a really good player. Colwell,
he's got time being chased.
Just goes out of bounds. The smart play.
Appealing for the flag, which is given. I believe that's going to be intentional grounding. But there is a flag on the far side of the field as well. So we'll wait for the official's conclusion on that sequence. It did look like intentional grounding from Culver there, under heavy pressure from Merseyside.
Don't have any refs aren't mic'd up, so we won't be able to hear what the call is, but we'll see whether it's on the Alphas or the Nighthawks.
Eyes on the hand signal.
He's thrown another one now.
Yeah, looks like the Alphas offense being marched back.
Holding and intentional grounding.
Holding declined, intentional grounding accepted.
15-yard penalty, I believe. Or is it a spot foul, eventually? Not quite sure.
I thought it was a spot foul.
It might be.
It would make sense to accept the holding and decline the intentional grounding then, because holding marches you back longer.
But it does look like they've gone back around 15 yards. So essentially, obviously, we don't have a.
Yeah, it was about.
Maybe not the most clued up on that exact rule. But
well,
the
it's
gone
from 2nd and 5 to 3rd and about.
Yeah, it looks about 20.
17,
so.
Yeah, 20.
Just going to assume a pass here from Lewis Culver. Jamal, I believe, that is in the backfield.
Hands off to Jamal. I'm going to try and get the yards on the ground, but that's snuffed up very well by that Merseyside front 7.
I can only assume that offensive play caller Nick Bagner there wouldn't really want maybe to risk an interception. Obviously, just handing it off there. Maybe you can't be expecting a 20-yard run on command, really.
It's a conservative call. I think it's may have been a good decision. Just let the guys settle into the game. You know, we've both had some defensive stops from either side now. But this Merseyside defence, last time Scunthorpe played, I think put up about 50 points on them. I think it's quite evident from their performance in the playoffs that they've definitely tightened up those screws and will be bringing a much more fierce defensive unit to this showdown. Get Dodi Mendy returning the kick, but he's corralled at about the 15.
Looks to be a Manchester Titans helmet on there, so maybe he's a...
No, Liverpool Raptors.
Is it Liverpool Raptors?
Yep.
My apologies.
I played against them at university.
He's good side? Good side?
Yeah, Liverpool Raptors, when I played them, they won the Division 2 South. They're champions for a few years, but couldn't actually get promoted to Div 1 because they won the entire conference from second place in division.
Right.
And in Division 2, the promotion is only the division lead gets promoted.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Dodi Mendy, dangerous with the ball in his hands. I've seen some highlights of him from playing against the Yorkshire Rams. Small in stature, but very shifty, an explosive playmaker. And the Merseyside offence will look to get him more involved in the passing game.
You can just see at the bottom of the screen a bit of Alphas royalty. I believe that's Ryan Wakeling from a very successful stint in Poland.
Handoff. Well stuffed up the middle by the Alphas defence. Nick Tomaszewski.
Everyone knows that celebration.
That's a man that lives for this game.
Yeah, he's not played as much this year due to personal reasons, but coming back for the end of the season and moving on to the playoffs, he's been a real key addition. Brings that intensity as a clear leader in this team and one of the original members.
A much loved member of the Alphas family. Second and long. It's the pass. Hits and out. It's about
nicely done for about 5 yards. Settle them in.
Yep, that was a great play on second down. Brings up third and manageable. Looks about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. I'm sure they'll be happy with that play. He might be looking to a screen here. They have those dangerous, agile playmakers on the outside. Tomaszewski adjusting the Alphas' defensive front there.
A low snap. Caught over the middle. Great reception, a really nice, maybe a short dig, usually slant over the middle, really nice.
Yeah, that's a great play for Merseyside on 3rd down to move the chains.
Yeah, and what we've seen from quarterback, is that number 12 under centre?
Nathan Pennington.
Might be Nathan Pennington. Can't quite get a number check on there.
Yep, looks like 12.
Is it?
Yeah, so 2 nice throws and catches from Nathan Pennington to his receivers. For a nice first down, that'll help settle this Merseyside offense in. Give them some confidence to maybe open up the playbook a little bit. That's a good snap. Oh, pitch is fumbled.
Corralled well.
That is a great gang tackle by the Alphas defense. I believe Natty Peck was the first in there, number 2, forcing the cut back inside to his flowing support. That's a great gang tackle from the Alphas defense. It's a shame the snap was much better there, but then the pitch fumbled. Natty's a great rangy defender. Has played all over this defense. D-line, linebacker, strong safety. He's a really versatile, athletic addition to this Alphas defense.
Yeah, he's really one to watch for the future. Obviously, he's still a young lad, but yeah, really key piece of this offense. And obviously, it's going to be easier to keep his services unless he's going abroad to play at the Alphas next season, being in the Premiership.
Looks like a GT counter. Just about gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 68 looks like he's limping, looking for a sub.
Did see number 16 there. I believe he tried to block Gaz Hughes and ended up on the floor a few yards away, so I don't think that ended up well for him.
Get about to the original line of scrimmage, replace the last yards lost after that fumbled pitch. Now, hopefully they can get that play working. They have these big linemen, so if they can execute their blocks well on that counter play, it might be a thorn in the Alphas' side. 3rd and 10. I assume they're going to look deep.
12 drops the pass. Good movement in the pocket. Looks maybe just throw away there.
Yeah, the ball is off.
Stepped up fairly well to avoid the pressure coming around the sides, but I just think the Alphas' defensive line really enclosed quickly there. Needed him to make a decision quickly, and damage limitation, throwing it away.
Yeah, he did well to get it out then when he did. So I think if he held up onto that for a split second more, it would have been a sack. Gives them slightly better field position with the punt. Hopefully they can flip the field and put their defense in an advantageous situation.
Yeah, going to need a much better punt than last time.
That's defensive back number 16, Pedro Botello, also engaging in punt duties. It's a short snap. Looks like fumbled.
And the Alpha's on top of it.
I'm not sure if that was an intended...
to be an Alpha. And is that Nick Tomaszewski again?
Wow. I'm not sure if that was an intended fake or not, because it seemed like the snap went directly to one of the members in the shield.
Yeah, it didn't look conventional at all.
If it was an intended fake, that's a puzzling decision to go for at this early stage in the game. But chances are it was just a wayward snap.
Yeah, especially with the issues they've had with the snap. Centre to long snapper. Both have both been on the floor a few times.
Yeah, with a shield punt, you do have to be quite accurate to fit the snap between those 3 players. The advantage being for the coverage on a shield punt, you just have those 3 that you leave into block.
Culver out quickly.
Catches Truman, but he's
get
corralled
back.
quite well behind the sticks. It's a good play for the Merseyside defence. As I was saying, when you're snapping in a shield punt, you have to be quite accurate to fit the snap in between the 3 players. Obviously, the advantage of a shield punt, meaning your front line can release downfield early for superior coverage, but you do have just those 3 left in behind, usually bigger bodied players, to create that protection for the punter. But we see in that situation an inaccurate snap causes a special teams issue.
Yeah, so now the Alphas in a really good field position, obviously. 2-yard loss on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Second RPO. Again, heavy pressure.
Keep,
That's a
and it's
big
going to be a
sack. Number 1, Danny Barnes, going to be very pleased with himself on that one. That's a massive play.
Looked as if there was maybe some miscommunication there. I saw, obviously, if you're assuming it's the RPO, he takes it and steps to the same direction as the running back. Slight confusion as to who was getting the ball, and it's going to be another loss on 2nd down there. It's 3rd and 18, 19.
Heavy pressure from the Nighthawks, been quite beneficial. They've pushed the Alphas back 2 plays in a row.
I believe the Alphas are missing Dylan Pole.
Dylan Pole, yes, I haven't seen Dylan Pole. His brother Christian Pole playing that tight end position, but yes, I haven't seen Dylan Pole. It's a timeout called by the Alphas as they look to compose themselves ahead of this big down. But it has opened the field up quite a bit, so the Alphas have got a lot of playmakers that can really punish you with space.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So this may be a sort of false sense of security for the Merseyside defence.
Yeah, I mean, an Elliot Knight maybe over the top.
Elliot Knight actually not present today, I don't believe.
Oh. I'll scrap that then.
But yeah, great drive from this Merseyside defence. Really bringing heavy pressure, making the Alphas offence play from behind the sticks.
I mean, in this situation, if, say you're on the offensive side as a coach, what are you looking for on this 3rd down? Are you looking to just make up some yards, make it an easier kick potentially, or are you going for it all and taking a risk?
To start off the game, I think just getting points on the board, ticking over will instill the offense with a lot of confidence. So yeah, maybe a quick hitter, quick hitch maybe, to get a few more yards, get them to field goal range. And if you can make that kick, then you're forcing Merseyside to play from behind, and you're giving your offense some confidence.
Yeah, I mean, with a player like Lewis Truman, obviously we've seen him with 1 reception, which he couldn't quite progress downfield. A quick throw to a playmaker like that may open up the field.
Man in motion, quick snap, rolls out to his right, looking downfield.
It's going to be another sack. Huge play there.
Wow.
Number 4, Jake Lord.
This Merseyside defence really staking a claim to this field right now. That was an absolutely incredible defensive drive, pushing them from about the 19-yard line all the way back to close to halfway down the field.
I mean, I'd say for that play, obviously, Culver rolling out to the right-hand side. It's a long developing play with multiple deep routes. So in that situation, at the point in which he's getting hit by the linebacker,
it's a good snap. Punt is away.
Takes a very good roll.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, nice punt. But like I was saying, it's one of those plays where they're definitely going for it all. But at the point that he's getting sacked, I don't think the receivers had even really completed their route and turned around to look for it. So it's potentially
I think it was very borderline.
Yeah, maybe a poor decision. I think
another split second. I think he had somebody open at about 5 yards past the initial line to gain. But I mean, it is just split seconds, and Merseyside are doing a really good job of bringing that pressure and forcing Culver to have to roll out, have to feel their presence, and that forces him to making some mistakes.
Yeah, it's clearly a much improved defensive showing so far from the Nighthawks.
Definitely. And I mean, this unit has definitely progressed through the playoffs. There's another pitch. Oh, another bad pitch. He puts it on the ground. That's going to be a big loss. I don't think from any of the Alphas doing. I think he went to recoup that ball that he dropped and then put his knee down, I think.
Yeah, it looks like the running play so far really not working for those Nighthawks. Obviously, they've connected on multiple passes. That seems to be an avenue which will be very fruitful for them. But these snap issues, it will come back to bite them at some point, because a play like that, I think it might have been classed as a forward pass, so an incompletion, but a few plays like that, negative yardage, it's really going to halter drives, even if the passing game is very proficient.
Yeah, you can't afford to put the ball on the ground so close to your own end zone. That's a run play corralled up for looks like Nick Tomaszewski again on top of that ball carrier.
I believe Paul Cowan. Is that Great Britain helmet for number 78 there on the left tackle? I believe it is. Just watch him on a few of those plays though. Really physical blocker. I mean, if he is at this GB level, then he's a real big addition. I don't believe he was playing in the last game.
This does look like a fearsome offense. A lot of big players. See a Valley Huskers helmet there. Some international experience on the line.
We have free play.
Connor Greenash jumping there. But still, they're going to make him pay for it. That's Alex Irving on the sack, it looks like. He's been an absolute standout addition to this Alphas team. He came first last year from the University of Hull Sharks after winning Defensive Player of the Year there, and has been absolutely great for the Alphas last year and this year. He's been putting a lot of work in the gym. He's lost quite a bit, put on a lot of strength and muscle.
Very dedicated athlete, I would say.
Definitely, exactly the type of guy you want on your team. But unfortunately, his hard work is going to be scraped off the board by that flag. But every time you get a hit on the opposition QB, it's never really a wasted play, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to put the nerves on the quarterback. I think obviously taking a hit, the physical toll that'll take on him, even if it didn't really matter in the long run.
Back to pass.
Batted down. Connor Greenhouse right there. I believe quarterback number 10, Sam Farage.
Hussam Farage?
That does ring a bell.
Hussam Farage, head coach of the Edge Hill Vikings.
Oh, right, okay.
The university team. They had a fantastic season last year. Promotion to Division 1. They won a playoff game. So it's been a great year.
I believe they beat my soon-to-come Lincoln Colonials in the first round.
Yes, that would ring a bell. So it's been a great year for Sam so far, both with Edge Hill and with the Nighthawks. Him just not being able to get the ball over the extremely tall Connor Greenhouse, to be fair to him.
A very big man.
It's a tall order getting the ball over his head. But that's going to force Merseyside to come out in the punt.
I would also like to say on sort of a regular feature on these streams, the outfit checks of certain players. I'm liking how the Nighthawks offensive line are dressing, as we see a flag come in there.
That is quite good drip, yes, I must agree.
I mean, but that's looks good and plays well. Very good to see.
Campion, our old club photographer, just walking past the commentary box.
A real legend.
Yeah, definitely.
Did everything.
In the first few years of the club. But yeah, that's a great punt, field flipping punt, and looks like there's been a flag drawn.
Nice to see Harry Patterson on the return. Usually the only player to come through all three facets of the Alphas academy into senior team, playing with his brother Jack. Obviously, it's nice to see him fielding the punt in such an important game. Clearly, a lot of responsibility has been placed upon him.
Yeah, that's absolutely great to see. It's really important for a team such as the Alphas to have that strong pathway up through their youth teams. We've had some great talent. One of them joining me in the commentary box right now.
And then also one of them on cam here, Joe Hughes. We all love Joe Hughes.
Shout out to Joe Hughes. Shout out also Jake Marriott. I haven't seen him today. But,
yeah. It's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Jake Marriott.
Jake Marriott.
I love Jake. Great player, great lad. Sending the man in motion, offers offense. Hands off inside.
Harrison up the middle.
Looks like he got a decent push from the offensive line there. I reckon that'll end up being a not terrible gain on first down. Looks like about 3 yards.
It seems as if this is going to be a really tough game for both sides. Obviously, both defenses are holding the offense really well so far. It's good to see. Like a close game, especially in the final. It's good for the league, I would say, that the two teams that are coming up can compete at such a high level. You don't want certain teams going up and straight back down.
Definitely. That's another handoff. See Christian Paul blocking there, but that's corralled well by number 22, Ikechi Apakama.
Yeah, a real physical player.
It really shut down the edge there. Yeah, both defenses so far doing a great job at limiting the explosive play ability of the opposing offense.
I mean, when you're tackling Jack Patterson and he's not pushing you forward at least 5 yards, then that's something to really,
you know, he's put in a great form tackle.
Really celebrate.
Alpha's coming out for 3rd down and 7. See that 11 personnel look. Look to the tight end here.
Potentially looked like he had Truman over the middle, but number 3 already.
That is a massive loss of yardage. Who was that? Did you get a number?
Didn't quite get a number.
Oh, that's a great play, I believe.
Someone in the comments, it could have been number 1. Yeah, in the comments, if you do know who that was, then we should definitely shout them out.
That was a massive sack. Alphas usually like to look for their tight ends in that situation. I saw Christian Pohl releasing on the seam, but the linebacker was doing a great job of engaging with him and not allowing that free release. So quarterback has to take more time to throw, and then results in pressure like that being able to get home. So that's another great play from the Merseyside defense. The punt is blocked. There's a tussle on the ground for it. Either way, it'll be Merseyside.
And a real great play for this. I'd say Nighthawks defense. Majority of defensive players stayed out for the punt block.
Now let's see this Alphas offense in the shadow of their own goalposts.
Did you see any sort of mistakes there from the Alphas, or was it just a really good play from the Nighthawks?
I didn't see. No, I was just watching the punter. I didn't see them get through. The Alphas in the past have favoured a pro-style punt as opposed to a shield, so less players around the punter. Usually just one personal protector, and it's more responsibility given to that front line to block. They're not immediately releasing, so pressure could have came from any one of those gaps.
I believe we're moving on to the second quarter now. Obviously, two teams favouring the run, particularly so far, so makes sense why it's been quite a quick first quarter turnaround. But into the second quarter, it's still 0-0. Neither side really threatened the other's end zone. I mean, we had a great field position for the Alphas, similar to how the Nighthawks are starting here, but couldn't really make do. A lot of backwards plays up to the halfway line, but we'll see if the Nighthawks can capitalise on what was a really good special teams play.
Looks like they're coming in from about the 22-yard line. Looks like a tunnel screen to the outside.
Dropped.
Passing complete. Not too accurate on those quick passes out to the screens. Really going to cost you.
Yeah, it looked like it was sort of primed to be well defended by the Alphas, but
they're running it to the boundary side. That's not as much room to operate, so if the operation isn't completely clean, you're going to get swarmed by the defense quite quickly. I would understand why you run that kind of plays to the boundary side, as the offensive linemen don't have that much ground to cover. And they could kind of form a wedge to drive through the defense if everybody sets up their blocks, but unfortunately the pass not on target for that one, so we weren't able to see that come to fruition. Gonna be a pass. Look into that.
Dropped again. Slightly off target.
Dropped?
Yeah, just went straight through his hands.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's a good catch, but obviously it wasn't.
It was a great effort. It looked like it was a good catch.
Another quick out. He did have a lot of space there, so if the ball was a bit more on target, he maybe would be able to collect his feet and cut up field and make that into a good gain. But that's 2 incompletions so far, bringing up 3rd and 10.
The one positive you could say for the Nighthawks, though, is they've had that room, which on any given day where if the pass was slightly more on target, they would have had 2 nice gains.
Dropping back, looking for the pass again. There's
goes
open
deep
down the seam.
And it's a pass interference.
It's like TJ Bunu on 87, who I don't have on my team sheet.
Mystery player.
May have been false start.
I believe it was offsides on the Alpha's left end, and then actually pass interference called on TJ there.
It's 2 offside jumps. The Alpha's defensive line might need to calm down a bit. Can't be encroaching into that neutral zone.
Yeah, just look at 78 there really does look like an imposing character. See what the penalty is.
From
First
here, it'll
down.
be 15 for pass interference. That would drop him at about the 5-yard line.
Luckily, it wasn't a spot foul because that would be onto the 1 as it happened in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't think pass interference is a spot foul in this league. Offside on the defense. Pass interference. It's going to bring up a fresh set of downs for this Nighthawks offense.
So after 2 incompletions, obviously the Nighthawks are now in even better position to put some points on the board. 3, if not 6, becomes 7.
That did look like an accurate ball from Farage. I think if TJ didn't obstruct it in the way, that may have been caught for a touchdown. I usually think pass interference is an incredibly frustrating flag. Because sometimes you don't...
It's a fine line between well defended and pass interference.
Yeah, especially in a drive such as this from the Alphas, where they've been really good at shutting down the opposing offense. To give up a first down by drawing a flag, it's very frustrating. It's really going to put their heels up against the wall now.
Yeah, look at that. That's 7 yards. 7 yards.
I think you're right, from the 7 in.
The Nighthawks.
This puts the Alphas defense in a bit of a bind, because do you sell out on the run and then opens up probably some of the quick hitting pass plays? There we go, there's a run.
In the middle.
That's...
Had an open lane, but it's defended well.
Yeah, that's a good run play.
Looked like really nice blocking up front. I think he had a big hole through the gap there.
Yep. I think right now they're just going to put their help. Looks like 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line in. Alpha's defense really got to own their gaps here, not get blown off this ball. Dodie Mendy might be one to look at in this situation.
Possibly
a really quick hitting
screen.
route where everybody's selling out on the run. There's, what a play.
Really well
Who is
defended.
that? Nick Tomaszewski again, coming through like a cruise missile, penetrating that gap and scything down the quarterback for a loss.
We did predict though, is it Dodie Mendy?
Dodie Mendy.
Yeah, on the right hand side there, really a nice quick slant. Would have been open if it was a passing play. Obviously, Alphas got pressure really quickly, but he was open.
I know goal line offense is one of the most difficult things in the game. But when the Alphas are selling out on the run like that, I think a quick route from Mendy
might
be the ticket.
He was quite far out, and they gave him a lot of room to work with.
As a run.
But the
Yes.
middle taken down nicely. Irving had lowish in there as well.
That was very close. I think it was about 1 yard away from punching that in. Brings up 4th. Looks like a substitution being made.
Decision to make.
I think they'd be unwise to not go for it here. I think if they punch it in, then obviously massive momentum gainer, but I think even if they turn it over on downs, it's going to be difficult for the Alphas offense to get out of that 4th and 1 situation.
Looks to be possibly a bruising run. That
looks like they're trying to draw them
a new
offside.
quarterback in.
There we go.
Straight up the middle.
Run.
And he takes
Great.
it to the right
It's
hand
Matty
side.
Peck again.
Huge play for the Alphas.
What a play.
You must say that. I mean, I believe, I'm not sure who came in there. It was definitely not the same quarterback, but I think he's made the wrong decision there. He tried to take
Number
it to
99,
the right.
Ben Robinson. He was a long-time member of the club.
Right.
I believe he was the club's quarterback for most of the time during their premiership.
Okay.
If I've got the right name. I was talking to some of the Merseyside staff before the game. Other commentary teams thought he was a new QB, but apparently he's been at the tenure for most of this Merseyside's Prem time.
Yeah, I would say just made the wrong decision there. Obviously, on that sort of play, you need to just follow your blockers and sort of bundle your way into the end zone. But he tried to cut it to the right-hand side and was met by 3 Alphas instantly. So I think if he'd have just followed the running back, he was sort of a lead blocker.
Yeah, get as much weight as you can right into the middle when you only need a yard. But we have said that this situation would be quite awkward for the Alphas. Obviously having to operate their offense from the 1 yard line where they have been facing heavy pressure all day. They're not out of the woods yet. It's still very much in a knife edge whether this is going to be a successful series for them or not.
Billy Schumer, a run up the middle. Jack Patterson is probably the best player here, especially with 3 sacks already in the first quarter. Lewis Culver on a rollout could be dangerous and could be 2 points for the Nighthawks.
It's a heavy set.
Yeah, you got Tom Noon, Woodall in sort of wing position.
Yep.
Then you have Jamal and Jack Patterson, so 4 big bodies there to Yushima run to the left-hand side. Going to be...
It is. Breaks that first tackle.
You can't arm tackle Jack Patterson, can you? Looks to be a player down now.
He's down. Martin Brearley is down. I'm concerned, but at the same time, I've seen this a lot, and then he tends to just get back up, as he's done now. He's a tough player. I've seen him on the ground hurt a lot, and usually just gathers himself, gets back up, and gets right to the next play.
I believe that was, a male-specific injury, I think, on that one, due to the location of his hands. I think it's more that you need to just walk it off and...
Yeah, very politically correct, yeah.
Wait for the ache to go away.
He's so media-trained, is Mr. Robinson. But that's a good gain on first down. It's about to be out 3-4 hard-earned yards. It's like the same formation. They're going to go for the exact same play. That's a great block from Jamal Alvaranga on the side there.
Just running head down into a tackler. It's very brave, if not slightly silly.
Yeah, and managing to make that space. So that was a great block from Jamal Alvaranga position on the left-hand edge, which sprung Patterson free. And then Patterson, lowering the shoulder, making contact, making a few extra hard yards. So
you got 3rd and 5 there. It's a really key, I would say, 3rd down to be making. You got trips to the right-hand side. I believe one of them to be Patterson. Gonna be a run to Jamal. He does well to get out of the first tackler, but he's taken down.
Looks like a big miscommunication there.
Yeah, maybe you would like to see the pass.
Wasn't really hitting the hole with much momentum at all. I think the idea behind that was to come out in the trips formation, make Merseyside think they're going to pass it, and then lighten up the box and run it against a defence with a couple less linebackers in it. But it didn't work. So the Alphas punt unit will come on, and hopefully they're able to deliver a better punt.
Long snappers' perspective on this, where they don't have quite as much room to work. Are you changing anything with your technique? Is it...
No, not anything with my technique. You still need to finish all the way through the hands straight out to the ball. To be honest, in some situations it's a little bit better because it's going to be a faster operation. It's much easier to snap to a target that's a little bit closer than it is further away. I was in a few of these situations in my season with the Hertfordshire Cheetahs last year where we were backed up in our own end zone and we all managed to get off the punt without a hitch. I think it's a little bit easier when that punt. However, they usually take a couple steps to mould the ball and make sure it's in the right position for them to make their drop and punt. So it may be a lot more difficult from a punter's perspective, but as you said, I'm speaking as a long snapper, so for me,
worry about where if you step backwards onto the line, obviously 3-2 points for the team on the safety there.
Definitely. Right, 1st and 10, they go for
tackle from behind. I think that's Jack Marshall. There it is.
Jack Marshall, a stalwart of this Alphas defence, but a good play on 1st down for Merseyside.
Went back to the sort of quick toss to the left, which hasn't really worked out for them on the other 2 times, but it worked there.
Exactly. I think they may have pulled the play side guard to lead block for that toss, and their operation's fine. Snap to the QB, toss to the running back. When they get that, they make positive yards. So maybe we'll look for them to go to that play a lot more during this game. It's like a pass. He's got the dig open.
Really wide open. Nice tackle, but a free sort of 10-12 yards there, really. Uncovered completely, and picks up the 1st down. Nice play for the Nighthawks.
I believe that's number 11, Oscar Adamson. That's a nice grab to move the chains from him.
Yeah, just taking what the Alphas defense has given them, really. Wide open, easy target for the quick out.
It's a hard route to cover from zone coverage as a linebacker, because moving towards those sidelines, obviously you're lined up more towards the hashes, and then you're chasing that. Here's a pass to Doty.
Yeah, there's a
gets cut down after
the quick screen. I mean, from a receiver standpoint there, obviously the ball is too high, so you're already jumping to get it. You need to settle your feet, then go. It's not just as simple as catching and move. And especially in short side of the field, tight, a lot of players around you, a shifty man like him needs his feet on the ground to burst away.
Yep, just didn't have the space to operate there, and the ball making that operation slower than it could be results in that tackle for a short gain. Still positive on first down. This brings up 2nd and 7. It's going to be a run.
Oh, the middle, great room. In for the touchdown. Is that 27?
Merseyside opens the scoring there.
Is that Gary Plunkett? I believe it is. I remember him from the previous game this season. Gary Plunkett, and it's 6 to the Nighthawks, 0 for the Alphas.
That is a great run. Right. Lining up for that PAT. Looks like there was a big hole in the middle of that Alphas defence.
Yeah, not ideal. Obviously, that'll be something they'll need to work on, but now Alphas trailing, see how they respond to that.
See how this PAT goes. Never a given in Brit Ball. Good snap, good hold.
Yeah, well held there, actually. So a fast one at him. Nice operation. It's 7-0 now. Nighthawks taking an early lead.
It was a difficult sequence for the Alphas, constantly being under the shadow of their own goalposts. Couldn't quite get out of it with that offensive drive. The punt didn't flip the field as much as anticipated. So when you're constantly working with these shorter fields, it becomes very difficult.
Almost inevitable that at some point they're can't keep having those goal line stands over and over again. At some point the offense is gonna click into gear, and they have there for 7 points.
I do like that play calling from Merseyside. You know, they're targeting a lot of the outside with the toss, with the passes to the outside of the field, and then maybe try and get the Alphas to sell out on defending the edges and then run it straight up the middle. It may have been some kind of counterplay. I know they were warming up, trying to rep trap, so the skip pull from the guards in the centre. I'll pay more attention to the offensive line on the next offensive drive, being a linebacker.
Looks like they've... Maybe it's just the position of the camera. It seems a lot more players on the right side of that.
Kick is away, very shallow kick.
A keeper for Lewis Truman.
Truman fakes it.
With a head of steam, he's tough to tackle. He takes the defender with him up to the 30-yard line. A solid return.
Breaks a few. That is a good return, but a great tackle.
From the 30, I think it was.
Murewa Ugansada. He was very hyped with himself after that hit.
Yeah, it's nice to see, especially on special teams. People need to get excited for that.
Exactly. Lewis Truman, not an easy man to bring down. So making that tackle and keeping Merseyside in the driving seat of this half, definitely something to get excited about. So let's see if the Alphas offense can have better fortunes this drive. 1st and 10 from the 29.
I believe you see Nat Wise there on the left side of those two running backs to the side of Lewis Culver. That's the first time we've seen him today. We run to Nat Wise.
Go.
Just can't quite. It's well defended every single time.
Yes.
Maybe a line issue.
It's a great play by 95 Tom Hine, absolutely setting the edge, but trying to run it towards the edge of the defense with that lead blocker. But Hine maintaining very good position and making a very strong tackle on the edge.
Goes up. Just can't quite get the catch there.
That's 22, Akechi Yapakama. That's a great coverage from the linebacker position, going up and disrupting Tom Noon, who was the target of that pass, enough. I don't think he actually got a hand to the ball, but definitely disrupting that throw and catch. Oh.
Possibly an offside. Looks to be a 5-yard gain for the Alphas.
Yeah,
there.
most likely offside. So
makes sense. The free play.
Still a great throw from Ikechi Apakama there. Stops that becoming anything more. But leaves the Alphas with a manageable 2nd and 5.
That Wise in motion. Cover steps
Culver
up.
taking a deep shot.
Can't quite connect it. Looked like it was the right idea, absolutely, but never really looked like it was getting to Tom Noon there. I think just a throw into the area he wants him to be at, but obviously throw into a tight end, it's not the same as an Elliot Knight or Lewis Truman, really.
Yeah, led him a bit too far there.
Yeah, needs to just maybe wait a second and sort of guide the receiver a little bit more than he did on that play.
Right read, just a throw a little bit out of the reach of Noon there. Okay, coming out in a more traditional spread formation on this 3rd and 6.
Quick pass.
Falls short of Nathaniel Wise at the sticks there.
Yeah, must have been a miscommunication.
That's
Wise wasn't in that position, nor was he looking for the ball. It looked like Woodall on the other side was looking and in what would have been the right place. So I think maybe a read issue or some sort of playbook issue there from the Alphas.
that was wide open. It's unfortunate. Alphas offense struggling to get going here as we delve deeper into the 2nd quarter and bring out the punt unit once again. It's a low punt, low snap. But Will Swales managed to get the ball off.
Yeah, Swales was very well there.
Yep, he did great out of that situation. Slightly low snap. Alex Irving's first season as Scunthorpe's long snapper, continuing on from an incredible long snapper who will definitely be remembered for years in the club's history. Myself. I'm joking. But yeah, doing a good job so far. That one just slightly low, but Swale's able to corral it and get a decent punt off, which leaves the Alphas defense with much better field position.
Yeah, I mean, Swales wouldn't really want to see the field quite as much as he has already. He's been on around 4 or 5 times. Obviously been given some time at the back end of games recently. Yeah, real strong left-handed quarterback, I think.
Been efficient with his time, definitely. Took an inside run.
A few yards well.
Yep, number 32. Craig Owen.
I don't recognise that name from last time. I know they had about 3 or 4 running backs who sort of split the carries, but I don't believe Craig Owen played in that game.
That's a strong carry. First down, get about 3 yards. Got to be happy with that on an inside run. Just got out the hands of Alex Irvin, playing that surf technique on the left-hand side. Okay, 2nd and 7. We've got trips to the left. To run.
One up the middle. Irvin sets the edge well. He does well to get back to sort of the line of scrimmage. Could have been a loss of a few, but taken down. Well defended on the edge there for the Alphas.
Yeah, Alex Irving setting that edge. Sean Bedford coming over to clean up, forcing him out to the sideline.
Yeah, really nice for them.
If it's still Owen, he did a good job to get over to the sideline and just work in a little bit more of that space, but it looks to be a run of no gain. Or at least 1 yard gain, it looks like. So they'll bring up a 3rd and 6. That's again what I was talking about, but them putting the trips out on a likely passing down and then handing it off, hopefully trying to catch the defense, second guessing. That's another jump from the Alphas defense into free play.
Goes deep.
It's a big ball. That's a great catch.
Incredible catch. 87 we don't have a name of. Someone in the...
yeah, sorry about that, guys, but 87 is having a good game so far. It's another jump from the Alphas. defensive line.
Looked like Bedford had a hand on the ball and just sort of patted it down into the hands of 87 there. He did really well to keep a hold of it.
Sean Bedford in a really good position to make that play, but unfortunately can't quite break the receiver's hold on that ball. So that's a big play for Merseyside. So the Nighthawks look to press their advantage here in the second quarter. I always think that was a very nicely placed ball by the quarterback, able to find his receiver in that space. It's up trips left, running with the toss. There,
Taken down.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's Laws Lowish.
Really well defended.
Yep.
What I would say on the last pass is one of those examples of when you do get that free play from the offsides, going deep works, and then obviously they pick up 20 yards rather than 5. So taking that shot,
definitely, I think
when you got the free play works.
A lot could probably be said for the fact that the quarterback can just throw it. Ivan Twope on that catch. We've just had thank you for whoever's on the chat that's told us his name, because he's playing incredibly well, deserves to be recognised. I was saying, with that offsides flag, there's probably something to be said for the quarterback just being able to throw it and not really worry about an interception, just get it down there.
Yeah, I often think when you're relaxed, it's a lot easier to complete that sort of thing. Obviously, defensive players want to be hyped for the game and excited, and to an extent offensive linemen, they don't want to be jumpy, but they want to be excited. But receivers and quarterbacks need to be cool and calm in these scenarios, because that's when you'll...
Looks like a screen.
That's when you'll play your best.
Oh, come on.
Taking down well.
That was well run. The running back seemed to get into the flats quite well. The offensive lineman released. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just hearing from the chat that number 87 is James Wine.
Not sure who said it was.
We're having a bit of a disagreement in the chat about who number 87 is, but we'll run with James Wine from now on. Yes, great catch from James Wine. Sorry about that, guys. Obviously, we want to be recognising the guys making the plays with the right names.
Well, whoever Ivan Twope is, then...
He's just had a free shout-out.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Merseyside punt is away. It's not great, but leave it.
Nearly did very well. That would have been very good. But
I'm sorry, guys. I keep slightly breaking my neutrality there. I apologise to anybody offended. But that was nearly an absolutely incredible punt by Merseyside. They just let it run into the end zone for that touchback, so more advantageous for the Alphas. Oh, I've been had. But I don't think I pronounced it in the way that... Oh, it's Toby Wilcock. He's a ex-Alphas lineman.
Great banter from...
Glad to hear you tuning in, Toby.
I want to pee. Brilliant. It's not Arsenal fan TV, that is...
Oh, you got me. That's embarrassing. Cool. Number 7 on that motion. Lewis Culver taking the shot.
Oh, nearly well received there by Truman, but only one hand, back shoulder. It would have been tough.
Nicely placed ball. Alpha's offense have another go on 2nd and 10.
Oh, it was Mike Sison who got us. Brilliant.
You guys are confusing me.
Nice to see that someone who's a father is still that childish.
Mike Sison, too old and washed to be here today. Unfortunate. Okay, Alpha's having another go on 2nd and 10. I think looking for the explosive play. I think they'll want something to celebrate about going into half-time. Culver winding up.
Great ball.
Again!
Is that possible?
Akechi Apakama is absolutely blanketing Tom Noon right now. He is playing very well that coverage on the tight end. That's the second big breakup he's had in that almost exact same position.
It's a great throw from Lewis there.
Yeah.
Really nice spiral, even with a little bit of contact on his right leg.
It was on target, but Apakama doing very well to be in position to make a play on that ball. So 3rd and 10. It's a timeout called.
Possibly near the 2-minute warning here, would you say? There we go, some sensible comments there from Harry Bateman. It's
For once.
James Wynn.
Oh, that's a great catch by Adam Woodall.
Yeah, it's nice to see Woodall getting a bit of
Yeah, that's very
some
nice.
love there. It's gonna be
Unfortunately, isn't going to be enough for the first down, but that's a nice grab towards the sideline from Woodall there. Very consistent, dependable alpha. He's been a part of the team for a number of years, since Division 2 days. So it's great to see him making a play in this championship game. Unfortunate for the Alphas offense there, only 2 yards shy of first down. We'll bring on the punt team once again.
It'd be interesting to see what changes for the second half, because obviously the Alphas have been quite a free-scoring team this season, really stalling on that side of the ball. It's nearly another block.
That's nearly blocked, a high snap.
Number 5.
Wales manages to get it
Alex
away.
Suzuki. I believe he's a linebacker.
Yeah, Suzuki bringing heavy pressure there. Wales does a good job to get it away.
So Nighthawks slightly spoiling the party here, it seems.
Yes, it's a very deadlock of a game. I was not expecting this.
Obviously, well, I mean, you've got to say, not only just with the scoreline, but the Nighthawks are executing slightly better on both sides of the ball. But he should have had 2 touchdowns by now.
Yep, their defense playing really well, and that offense making the most of that short field position they got given, running that really nicely run play.
Alfie's struggling to pick up first downs, though.
It's on the defense to make a play here. I think when the offense is struggling, they need the defense to make a play. That's a jet sweep, handoff to Mendy.
Does really well, still going.
It does.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Flag there.
Could be holding.
Pushed out of bounds after a really good gain. It looks in the region of holding. So wait for this flag. Yeah, when the offense is struggling, when the defense can make a play and change the tide of that game, it can really re-imbue the offense and change the tide of the game. American football is just at its core a game of who has more momentum. You know, when you have the momentum, everything seems to go right for you. And when you don't, it feels like a very difficult uphill slog. It's a break for the Alphas here. Does look like a holding call confirmed. So that'll march back the Merseyside offense.
So a gain of around 25 there. Sets up first and 20. They redo the down.
It's unfortunate for the Merseyside offense. Looked like a great play.
Or potentially it was a spot foul then, because it seems to be second and 7. Maybe it was a spot foul because it wasn't
from the foul. It's an RPO. Running back releases into the flats, but he's going deep. Nope. Incomplete. Falls about 3 yards short of the receiver.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened though.
The running back releasing into the flat had a lot of open space there. But is it still Hassan Faraj at quarterback? Opting to press the ball downfield.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Still number 10.
Yep. Faraj opting to target his downfield receiver. I'm not sure if that was batted. It looked, from the way it landed on the floor, it looked like it may have made contact with a...
Slightly strange that somebody who's been quite a consistent passer just puts one a good 3 yards away from his receiver on the floor. Maybe some sort of interference. But the flat again. Decides to roll out to the left.
Roll out.
Rose, great reception. Receiver in space. Guess he's trying to strip the ball out. I mean, you've got to give all the props in the world to number 10 there. That was a really, really nice rollout, evading the pressure and sort of cross body back to the middle of the field.
James Wynn making these plays with his hands. I mean, that's the second massive pass he's hauled in this quarter. being a really dependable target for Farage here.
Is that a timeout called by the Alphas?
I believe so.
Looks like the defence are in conversation on the sideline.
Seems to be a few holes in the middle of the field for this Alphas pass defence. Having trouble covering Win.
Or Ivan. Because he should always be known now.
Well, if Ivan 2P, then it'll be half-time soon, so he'll get a chance then.
It's fantastic.
Mike. Shouldn't be playing golf.
Yeah, thank you. Is that Pete Horgan there? 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Made sense then, obviously. Really tough break when you're committing a holding foul about 17 yards downfield from when you started. That's that sort of mistake you really don't want to be making.
We're mic jockeys, not referees. Some of the finer points of the rules may evade us. Okay, fresh set of downs for the Merseyside offence. Looking in from about the 29. It's a pass.
Into the
out to the flats.
Dropped. Flag.
Possibly roughing the passer from the location of it.
Loslow looks to be slightly confused as to what the flag was for.
Looking apologetic.
See if we can hear the referee. Holding on the offense again.
It's another break for the Alphas defense, not roughing the passer.
Yeah, another 10 yards.
First imagined, and we march back again. Someone just making fun of how I said James Wine instead of James Wynn. It's not that funny, guys.
Jimmy Wines.
Jimmy Wines. That's a pretty cool name, to be honest. If this live stream has created a new nickname for a player, then I'll take it.
Yeah, Ivan or Jimmy Wines.
But I will charge royalties. You got to bank transfer me 20p for every time you say it. It's another pass. Looks number 18 on the screen.
I think his knee was down.
Must be blown dead. Oh, that's unfortunate because he had about 3 offensive linemen in front of him. It looked like that was about to break big.
It looks like Farage has missed low a few times, slightly off target.
He's quite good at throwing the ball downfield, but when he's getting into these flaring running backs and the screens, he has a bit of difficulty. I guess he might be feeling a lot of pressure to get it out quickly. But yeah, he had about 3 big offensive linemen in front of them there, so that could have broken big. Got trips left on 3rd and very long. Yeah! Sorry, no.
Yeah, he can celebrate a great play. Gaz Hughes on what might be the last dance with another interception. He's been such a key player for the Alphas this season, as he is every year, but especially in these playoffs. Every game that I've seen, he's really, really made his experience and ability known on the field. Multiple picks.
Multiple great plays. He really knows the game unlike any other. Him shutting down the middle of the field there.
Sam Hen should tell everyone about my first hole of golf.
It was a great first hole of golf.
His first ever hole of golf?
Yeah, he
really?
Under my expert coaching, he managed to birdie his first ever hole of golf after I coached him on how to chip out of an extremely deep pot bunker.
It's caught. What? Truman, a fantastic catch.
From where I was watching that, it looked like... sorry, I'm just being asked about hamburgers.
Chips.
From my angle, it looked like the ball missed Woodle. He kicked it out of frustration, and then Truman caught it after that. Obviously not, but that would have been incredible. Also, I think illegal. I'm not sure. I don't think you're allowed to kick the ball.
Jonathan Walters,
Johnny Walters, ex-York Centurion.
Ex-Stoke striker as well. For those who know.
I don't think that's true. Culver looks to pass again.
Another completion.
Getting success on those hitches to Truman. That's his 2nd catch in a row, moving the chains. Well,
nice to see, not that the camera would be able to see him, but Luke Truman. Believe an injury is not that game this season. I'm not quite sure, but obviously on the sidelines today is a big miss.
I can see his calves from here. Also, I think Banj is wearing 47 today, Johnny. That's one of my linebackers I coached at the Centurions, my 1 year of being linebackers coach. Culver drops back to pass again.
It's going deep.
It's going to send it. Oh, that was
nearly.
I'm not sure that would have been allowed if he did, because he gave the defensive back a bit of a shove in the back for that one.
It's a physical game.
It is, but
that would be my excuse.
Offensive pass interference does remain a penalty.
I believe that's half time. I believe coach is on the field.
Yep.
Half time. Merseyside Nighthawks 7, Scunthorpe Alphas nothing. We'll return back to the second half soon.
All right, yeah.
Good job, yeah. Good luck, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy it. How you doing? Republic's go, 71. Me. I've seen things that I did in there, Michelle. I wish I had to. There is a tone to people who will visit. Sometimes
Kickoff for the second half. Alphas trailing by 1 score to the Merseyside Nighthawks.
Lewis Truman stiff arms a defender, trucks another one.
I feel like he does that exact same run every single. That is his. Every single kick return is that.
It did look very similar to the one earlier, but they're both good results of the play. Returned it out to about the 35-yard line, so it's a decent return.
Yeah, from an Alpha's point of view, you want to see just a bit more. I mean, a lot more from the offense. Real struggling for first downs. Didn't really progress the ball downfield too much. Defense played well, but still a few gaps that need to be addressed, I think.
Like Gaz Hughes' interception towards the end of the first half is a promising sign, as Merseyside was able to target the middle of that field at will, it seemed like, in the first half. But Gaz making that adjustment, getting on top of it, and turning it into a Alpha's offensive possession. It's a promising sign. See what the offense can do on this opening drive. That's a screen out to Lewis Truman. Picks up a good chunk of yards on first down. It's a nice little RPO there. Key the linebackers into the box and then push it out to the sideline to take advantage of the numbers.
Yeah, I think those screens are going to be really, really key today. Wide open, quite off coverage. I think with playmakers like Truman and obviously a few of the running backs, JJ Smith. If you get the ball in their hands nice and early, then that's where they're going to be most dangerous, rather than these long forming routes, which the Alphas have gone to probably a bit too much in that first half.
Yeah, Merseyside doing a great job against our run defence, so spreading out the ball to the sideline.
Actually, nice pass.
Just as we say that, Lewis Truman making a great grab on the right-hand sideline.
A lovely connection there. I do, even though it was not gone for too many yards, I love that as a basis to work on. Really nice play action.
Yep, it's gone for
nice and easy out for the out to Truman.
It's gone for a first down. That's what matters.
Absolutely.
Gives them another 4 attempts. Alpha's offense coming out swinging. Let's see if they can make this drive count.
Run up the middle.
This
Really well.
Merseyside front seven really come to play today. Absolutely nothing gained there.
Yeah, Alpha's offensive line uncharacteristically overpowered in certain circumstances here.
Cannot seem to get to that second level today.
Especially with runners, which usually take a few players with them. Not only are they lane disciplined, but also really physical tacklers.
Yeah, really testament to the tacklers of Merseyside's linebacker core there. Being really solid, not being pushed back.
We're passing another. Oh, it's a pick.
It's a pick. Merseysidde
Easy
returning.
read. Just jumped the route.
Yep.
Had the right hand side open to Waddle. I think he believe that was taking aim for Lewis Truman, but it's a really well played sort of passing lane from
well read to bait the throw and be able to come down and break on that ball. Alpha's offense leaning on that hitch towards the end of the second half, so maybe Merseyside's defense had that in the back of their minds to be able to come down and make a play on it. Got some love from Houston, Texas, from Richard Keir. I think I was talking to some Merseyside fans who had guys tuning in from America and Canada, so hi to the Merseyside fans tuning in there. It's an inside run. That's another really big inside run. They're really opening up that inside well.
Nighthawks offense starting really well in the second half.
Sean Bedford able to just slow him down there, but that's a gain of 15 on first down. Nighthawks offense really clicking.
Another score could not only keep the momentum on the Nighthawks side, but put this game slightly away from the Alphas. Obviously,
really pouring that pressure on. Yep.
It'll never be over, but I'll make it a lot more tough for that comeback mentally and on the scoreline.
It's an absolutely crucial moment. That run is nicely corralled by the Alphas defense. Strong in the red zone. That gain of 3 again. Merseyside really good at making these 3-yard runs on first down. Not quite getting to the second level, but just being able to push that line of scrimmage and reset it against this Alphas D-line. Got trips to the right. To run. Well defended. That is about 3 Alphas in that tackle. Nick Tomaszewski again setting that really well, along with Loz Loish. Incredibly well defended run by Alphas there. No gain.
Yeah, he read it really nicely. I think straight up the middle, got the ankles.
Defense being a bit more disciplined with their reads now, seeing those gaps opening up and just hustling to fill them.
I just feel like need a few plays here from obviously the offense, but as well the defense, just to raise the crowd a little bit, get the wind back in the Alpha's sails.
Brings up 3rd and 6. We've got trips right. Send this inside receiver in motion. Heavy pressure.
Sack.
Heavy pressure.
He's finally down.
And managed to, looks like he was going to throw that for a second, but that would have definitely drawn a intentional grounding flag. Merseyside offensive line looked to be appealing for something, but I didn't see anything there.
I think the belief was maybe an offside on the defensive line.
It did look like there was a slight jump, but
I'm not sure if he got back in time though,
yeah,
obviously
if he doesn't cross that. Going for here. Looks like they're just going to attempt another offensive. Oh, no. A field goal unit comes out. My apologies. We've seen they can kick. They kick that PAT after the first touchdown. So Let's see.
Kick is up.
Looks to be wide right.
No good.
So that's a great stand from the Alphas defense. So the Alphas offense will take over. Kick looked like it had the leg, just a bit inaccurate to miss wide right.
I think now we're reaching the stage where Alphas really need to, even if they get 3 points and not the touchdown, they need a few plays just to instill a bit of confidence in themselves. I think it's quite flat. They need a few big completions and things like that just to get the chains moving.
Shut the narratives out of their heads and just play some football.
I am Quail there discussing why the Merseyside have different colour helmets. I know it's slightly annoying, isn't it?
In the UK, we have a lot of different people that play a lot of different leagues. So we've got some university representation, we have CJFL representation. So a lot of people will just maintain one of their helmets for their teams and then go and play for different teams. I know at the Alphas we're quite, we have been. I see a couple of black helmets on the sideline, but we have historically been quite strict on ensuring the white. But it's just easier for the players. A lot of other places they might not have players playing in a majority of different leagues.
Got a lot of people here from the States. You got Pennsylvania, I saw Kansas City,
Scotland,
Aberdeen.
we have Aberdeen, yeah.
Got a great football manager save for them at the moment, if anyone cares. Just won the Scottish Cup. It's another sack.
Too much time there trying to find his receiver from Culver. You know, Merseyside have been bringing that heavy pressure. You can't take that long to get the ball out.
4 or 5 sacks so far. I mean,
this Merseyside defense is balling out.
Is it too methodical? Yeah, absolutely not. Merseyside. Culver there. Too methodical. Did not get the ball away when it needed.
2 or 3 pump fakes before the pressure inevitably got home.
Potentially a coverage sack. Maybe. I wasn't really looking too far downfield.
I don't really think you can fault the Alphas offensive line for that. They provided him with enough time, but coverage, I don't think he found anything open.
And you see how deep the Nighthawks are playing there.
After having thrown that interception.
Oh, great catch.
Here we go.
Jack Patterson, he's got some running room. He's got the first down. Great play for the Alphas. Takes a man with him.
The Alphas.
That is the play I was talking about that the Alphas need.
The Alphas love that play. The offensive line releasing, opening up lots of space for their running back. And then Jack Patterson, this typical style, bruising down that sideline, punishing defenders for trying to tackle him. But that's a great play for the Alphas. Great way to respond to that sack as well. Hopefully we'll get the train rolling.
Oh, from Dubai. Is there not a single Nighthawks fan in this country? I don't really understand.
Oh, looks like someone's down.
Yes, player down for the Nighthawks there.
Looks like Cramp is trying to stretch his hamstrings out. We hope he's okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think obviously a bold choice on a 3rd and long, going for the screen, very nearly incomplete.
That's usually a big hitter.
Yeah, if not
Plays
for a
like
great
that,
catch.
The first time they run usually go big. It's when teams start to wisen up to them, where if the defensive line feel like they're being let through too easy, start to double back on themselves and try and find the running back. But that was a great call, I think. Bringing up some of the offensive stats from this season. It's been a fireworks show as usual on offense, making today a bit of an outlier. As you can see, 1,392 rushing yards for 17 touchdowns. And the offensive line carrying that, 7.36 yards per carry. It's an astronomical number, 27 pancakes. And Lewis Culver leading this passing offense with addition from Will Swales, 1,851 passing yards and 22 touchdowns, 17.29 yards per catch.
To me, it's a strong stat line. Obviously, is it 8 games played, not including playoffs? 22 touchdowns, 1,851 yards. It's a very, very respectable total. Obviously, typically in this country, American football is more rushing based. I feel like getting those quarterbacks and receiver combos it's definitely tougher to install, but nice to see the Alphas proficient on both sides of offense there.
Looks like it's going to target the outside again. Stiff. Oh,
Does very well to pick up a few
Yeah,
yards.
does a good job. That looked like it was going for nothing. Chased by number 1, Danny Barnes, making another play. But JPZ just being able to escape his grasp for long enough to gain a couple and not make that play as bad as it could have been. A good hustle from Danny Barnes, making that play on the edge there. So, you know, those stats displayed earlier probably shows you an explosive Alphas offense, which we haven't seen so far today, but the possibility is definitely there. Offensive coordinator Nick Bagnall has really done a great job with this Alphas offenses over the years. An absolute mainstay.
Got space picked off. Really poor decision from Lewis Culver.
Can't help but think that was forced into a place where it didn't belong.
And he was dictating traffic, and
It's unfortunate. Yep.
the protection was really good, but he just lobs it into the hands of the Nighthawks defender. Very.
That was an impressive pick.
Yeah.
Having been engaged with the receiver and having the awareness to turn his head and grab that ball out of the air. It's a very impressive play from the Merseyside Nighthawks. This defense is making plays all over the field. Sacks, stopping the run, picking off the pass. These Nighthawks did not come to take part. They
We've
came
got
to play.
Philip Alty, watching from the Wirral, a Nighthawk founding member from 1986.
Wow.
So some Nighthawks royalty.
Glad to have you here watching, Philip. So the next instalment of the club's illustrious history. I think we've got Sean State here. Is he around?
Yes.
He's one of the founding members of a member of the original club.
Yeah. I mean, just in front of us here in the commentary, I believe it's 4 Scunthorpe Steelers originals from the 80s. So it's clearly a big game for this town as well as for the team on the field. Obviously, the Alphas are not particularly associated with the Steelers from an organisational standpoint, but
A lot of friendship with a lot of the old members of the team. For our youth team wears a throwback kit to the old Scunthorpe Steelers kit. So we like to maintain our friendship with the old Steelers, and of course everybody's welcomed our games. It's always great to have the old Steelers in the building to see the new incarnation of the team. So it's a good stop on first down. There's another run on second down.
Does well to get out of the tackle and picks up 5 or 6 yards. Jack Marshall will be very disappointed there not to fully wrap up his man.
Did a really good job of chasing that down from the backside of the play, but unfortunately more space opening up to the play side, and he's eventually dragged down by Nick Tomaszewski there. That turns a potential TFL into a 3rd and 4.
Big opportunity for a stop there for the Alphas.
I think they're going to go for a screen.
Potentially. I mean,
Tunnel
Alphas
screen.
are quite wide.
I was very wrong. And they're going to attack
Looks to go
downfield
deep.
and hit the sticks.
It's caught for a touchdown.
Who is that? Number 27, Gary Plunkett, who is having himself a game. He had some great carries earlier. And that's another touchdown for Merseyside.
Wow. Slightly speechless there. I think there was a clear miscommunication from the defence.
He was wide open, but that was a very nicely placed ball by the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
calm
into
under
that-
pressure.
Yep, into that corner of the end zone. Not much pressure.
No.
Just finds his man in the corner of the end zone, and Plunkett makes a nice catch.
Number 52 really trying his hardest to get off the field there.
I like the hustle. So PAT pending. It's a good snap. Good hold. There is a flag. And PAT's made. May have been a jump from the Scunthorpe defensive line. They come through and block that kick.
Wow. So Alphas, pending whatever this flag may be, 2 scores down. It's at least 13-0. It's really the time where the Alphas offense needs something. At least they had a big play with Patterson on the screen. I thought maybe that was going to be what they needed to really get back into this game, but
Yep, drive was cut short, and the defense just losing track of Plunkett there really cost them. I believe that's a decline penalty. They're going to take the made result of the PAT. Oh, you've got to hand it to Merseyside. They've really changed this around, whether it's scheme, whether it's additional players who have come back. But they've definitely turned this round from the original fixture, last fixture with the Alphas. Really turned it round and we're in the driving seat of this game now. The Alphas are going to have to start making some plays and fast.
A lot of Edge Hill University in the comments there.
Yep, seeing there.
Where is Edge Hill?
It's in Lancashire.
Oh, okay.
It's near Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In that wise, between two defenders taken down. I mean, you can just see the difference on the sideline. I think the Nighthawks are really up for this game, as they should be.
Scunthorpe, which is very flat.
But yeah, I mean, not putting any points on the board so far, 2 scores down. It is tough for the Alphas to really get that sort of...
Yeah, I really don't know how they're going to turn this around, or then someone needs to get behind their teammates on the field and really make some noise. And
it's where someone just needs to make a play, I think.
Yep.
Someone needs to almost put the team on their back and make a nice play. I don't think no words can really change the way the players feel. I think it needs to be some sort of action on the field. Believe. Correctly identified. Will Swales. Bold decision. Gives it off.
Start off by handing it off to JP, running
Patterson's
patiently.
5 yards.
That's a great pickup on first down. You see JP pretty much jogging, just waiting for his blockers to engage. A trait a lot of running backs lack. They seem to, a lot of the time, just want to hit the hole as fast as they can. And on zone runs, that is definitely the way to go. But when you're running gap scheme, where you've got pulling guards who are trying to engage with their blockers and open up gaps, it may just be beneficial, as JP's just showed, to wait for those blocks to develop and your gap to be created before hitting it. So that's a great 5-yard pickup on first down from JP. Let's see what Swales can do. Slightly botched snap, gets the ball
Great
out to
first throw.
Lewis Truman.
It's only a short pickup, but
That is
really nice, I'd say. Picked up, dodgy snap, picked up well, and delivers a really nice ball in the out there.
Is that number 1, Danny Barnes, on that tackle? Not many people can tackle Lewis Truman like that. That was a assertive tackle, but a great throw and catch. Yeah, Edge Hill, a university team, got promoted from Division 2 to Division 1 last year.
Ormskirk, which doesn't really help me because I also don't know where Ormskirk is. But
I remember when we played them, they have a nice grass pitch and it was a lovely evening. Like, the sunset was really beautiful. That's what I remember.
Swales delivers.
No.
Picked off again.
That's another pick by the Miss Merseyside defence. Alphas cannot throw the ball past the sticks right now.
I think there's some confusion.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a flag on the field or not, but it does look like the Alphas defence is coming off.
Yeah.
Coming on, sorry. There is a flag on the field, but
I believe it was on the Alphas, so it's going to be declined.
So I'll accept the result of the play, which is an interception.
I mean, it looked as if Swales was just thrown out of a sack. Maybe a more experienced player would have just either taken the sack or put the ball
it's a
away
tough
from harm's way.
You admire wanting to make a play, but things can go disastrously wrong like that. 32. Oh, that's going to be a face mask. It's a great tackle from Sean Bedford coming over there and stopping that, but that's definitely going to be a face mask flag.
I mean, it's tough. It's where these sort of things just pile up, really. A quarterback who's just been brought onto the field to make a difference feels obliged to make that difference by playing out of their skin, and that causes mistakes. It's a real vicious circle at this point. It looks like a flag on the Nighthawks there.
Yeah, some kind of... I expected that to be on the Alphas because that seemed like a clear face cage, but it seems to be marching the Merseyside offence back. Yeah, it's a hold.
Right, so offsetting penalties. I believe it's the restart of the down.
Makes sense. few comments on the stream. Yep, Edge Hill definitely on the up. Holding it to anybody. Yeah, look forward to see how you guys will get on next year in Division 1. I'm the defensive coordinator of Oxford Brookes, so we're in the same place. We're going into our Div 1 year now. Shout out to my Oxford Brookes players. If there's any of them watching.
I know a few lads who play for Oxford. Is it Tom Chambers?
Tom Chambers, yeah.
Yeah. And my first Great Britain game was in the same room as him.
Yeah, I remember.
How's it going?
Had a picture with Dom.
Yeah,
I love Tom. He's a great player.
There's Calvin Stitt.
Calvin's our head coach.
Yeah.
Who, I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to say this. I think we're getting waved at by the old Steelers. Yeah, exciting things going for Calvin in the future. Okay, looks like we'll be getting back to play shortly. Nighthawks coming out in a spread for me. Maybe they're going to try and pile on the pressure by attacking deep down the field. Just first and 10, so they've got a lot of time to work with. Got that run.
Nice jump cut.
There's a flag. Comes in from the back judge. That's a good job by the Nighthawks running back.
Holding call there on the Nighthawks again. That's 2 plays in a row, so it's going to be the restart of the down, I believe. First down and 20. I guess ideal for the Alphas in this situation. It's not really going to change their momentum too much, but it's something positive at least.
Yep, as long as the defense can keep everything in front of them, they should be able to get off the field. Coming on that spread evens formation again. Being able to hit that B gap quite consistently. You're seeing that skip pull, possibly drawing the linebackers away.
Let's see, 284 people.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I believe that's.
Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream.
I believe that's, I'd say, a record. Puts the pressure on a little bit. Yeah, second down and around 13 for the Nighthawks.
Got trips left, changed enough of it. It's like a QB keep. It's like some kind of veer triple option.
Room's still rolling.
You see the bubble run by one of the receivers and the quarterback pulling it on the option. I like to see that. A bit of option football.
I believe that's Ben Robinson there, subbed on earlier in the game. Didn't really execute the QB keeper earlier on, but does well there. Third down, very much manageable now, 3rd and 4.
There is a flag around the area of the secondary, however, which looks like it's going to be in the Nighthawks again. There's been a very penalised drive from the Nighthawks here.
It's any sort of, they've had multiple plays that would have gone for first downs, and now they're sitting at 3rd and
15 again.
Yeah, 3rd and 15.
I would love to see him pull the ball on the option and then throw a bubble screen, like while. That would be great. I've never seen that in Britball before, like a veer option with a bubble screen. I'd like to be an OC one day, but I just don't know enough about offense. Okay, sending wide receiver in jet.
So the wheel.
There's Mendy on the wheel.
He's going for it. He's got some space.
That's a good job by Sean Bedford there, getting hands on, disrupting the timing of the route. He was definitely looking for Mendy on that wheel route, but Bedford got in the way, disrupted the timing of that route, making so the ball just sails harmlessly onto the turf. Great play from Sean. Sean, a very experienced, very talented player. Leeds Beckett alumni, GB students. He's been one of the great players, one of the outspoken leaders on this team.
Yeah, it's been great to have him back. Obviously, he was travelling around Asia for the first part of the season. obviously that's what you get at an amateur level. You don't get that consistency because this isn't people's jobs. But it's really good to have him back in time for the last few games.
3rd and 15 as it was thrown out to the running back on the flare. And who it is, it's Sean again. Making that great tackle for loss on that flaring running back. Scything, diagnosing that play immediately and coming down. It's a great play by Sean.
Yeah, you love to see that from an Alphas point of view. A real... just lifting the crowd slightly. The coaches, the players getting into it.
Yep.
That's what the Alphas have not had in abundance today.
Yeah, hopefully that lights a fire. The offence can punch this ball in.
It's going to be the brothers duo. Harry Patterson will be the return man with his brother guarding him.
Hopefully JP is going to lay an explosive block. An attempt made there to throw the Nighthawks player onto the ball.
Nick Tomaszewski at Newcastle Uni. I'm not sure, it would have been a long time ago.
He is a Newcastle Uni alumni. Yep, I believe it was after he did some military service. So when he was there, he was quite a lot older. Than
okay. So it wasn't
most of the other players.
Wasn't about 45 years ago.
But
that would have been great memory. From,
he is a Newcastle University alumni. I think he also coached York or played there for 1 year.
He's
quite close with the York fellas.
I know he lives.
Me and Ruben are left to training. Shout out Ruben Laws. Coming back in that, looking for that wide zone lead play.
Jay Smith
holds. Looks like some mad horse collar there around the 1 yard line. And once again, it's Kechi Apakama. He's really having himself a day today.
Yeah, I identified him before the game as a real player for this Nighthawks team, and he's played a very good game, I would say. 10 years ago.
Yep, Royal Engineers. Or electrical mechanical. Yeah. I've been at York for 2 seasons.
Great knowledge.
I believe since we started playing at the Alphas, we tried to get him back. So, yeah, great guy to have around.
Yeah, probably up. Is that Holden?
Yeah, Holden doesn't surprise me, isn't there? Alphas offense backed up a bit now. Tricky situation. Sending. Might be in the region of a false start. Jay Smith wearing the number 7 shirt.
Yeah, JJ Smith on the shirt.
Sending Jay Smith in motion. Another penalty in the Alphas. This time a false start, I believe, that really backs them up. Offense come out, ball on the 3 yard line. See what they can do from this extremely tight field position. We love a fade to Lewis Truman in this situation in previous years.
Very
dangerous play there. Ball wrestled out of Adam Woodall's hands by number 4, Jake Lord.
Yeah, you want to see a bit more physical there from Woodall. Didn't really get his body behind the catch as much as you'd like, but who was also a good play.
I think Truman was open a bit further behind him, so they'd seem to throw to Woodall. Maybe a York connection from...
Wow, if I can just... So we've got from around the leagues, you've got under-19s, London Blitz 54, Rushmore Knights 21.
That is surprising. I know a lot of the younger Knights players from the CSC Academy. That is a result I don't believe was expected.
A slightly controversial team, I would say, but obviously I know a lot of them from the Great Britain programmes at youth level, so it's not what they would have wanted. But I also know Corey Badery, London Blitz quarterback, from my first ever GB game. Very confident individual. And they've got some really good players on the team. I watched them against the Caesars last week, and it was a dominant performance. So clearly that's carried on to this game.
So a decent carry on second down brings up 3rd and 12. You can imagine Merseyside's going to sell out for the pass here. Ball from Swales. That is batted away by number 12, I believe, Nathan Pennington. So probably a wise decision in that situation to bat the ball away.
Also got Leicester Panthers 20, Birmingham Bulls 0 in the, I believe that's like the relegation playoff.
That's intriguing. I wondered how Leicester would do against the Div 1 side, but it looks like they're definitely holding their own. I think Leicester do belong in Div 1. From just the area, they can recruit a lot of players. There's a couple of unis within Leicester's catchment area, so it doesn't surprise me that they've managed to claw themselves out of Div 2.
We've got Hereford 10, Somerset 0. Somerset 7 now.
Oh, okay. How are Oxford Saints doing? Punt away from the Alphas. That is a great punt. Nice spiral. That really flips the field. Dodi Mendy to return.
Brought down well.
Gang tackled by the Alphas. That's a great punt. That's a really good punt from West Wales.
Don't have any updates on the Saints.
The last time I checked, the Saints game was 7-0. Touchdown scored by one of my players, Alessio Maggio. Shout out Alessio. Anyone from Saints is watching. Bruising running back. Excited to have him at Brooks next year. There's some issues that prevented him from being with us last year, but we're eager to see him return. So, Alpha's defense back on the field.
Saints are 21-0 up at the half.
Being impartial, I have no comment on that.
Is that a relegation playoff game as well?
Yeah, I believe it's a promotion playoff game. Yeah.
So,
Berkshire in Div 1.
Okay.
And Saints are in Div 2. But Saints vying to come up again. I think Saints recruited well.
Got good facilities. It seems like a
Tilsley Park.
Yeah.
I love Quibell Park.
Yeah.
I've made lots of great memories here. Great games of football being played. But Tilsley Park is an incredible facility.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I've had a lot of training camps there and stuff, and it's. Like Syson pointed out, everything feels forced by the Alphas here. I would tend to agree. I think under the cosh, they're trying to, as he says, force things in. Maybe the result of re-interceptions and things. People are nervy.
I mean, the clock won't last forever. They need to do something soon.
I believe that was Gary Plunkett again out the middle, touchdown scorer.
Merseyside are doing a great job of resetting the line of scrimmage. See, the Alphas, they're blocking, but they're not really displacing the Merseyside D-line. The Merseyside offensive line are displacing the Alphas D-line by about a few yards. I mean, they're not really getting past their own offensive line to the second level, but the offensive line are displacing the Alphas D-line, and they're able to make these 2-3 yard gains when they're running inside. It's another skip pull, but
real.
It's the RPO throwing that bubble.
It was really nicely done. I know a lot of Alphas bit down on the run there.
Yep. They must have seen that skip pull from, I'm not sure it's the centre or the guard, and thought, yep, they're running it. But then that was the first time we've seen that RPO, I think. Really run well like that.
Yeah. That was nicely done for
it was really nicely run.
First down.
Right decision was made to pull that ball and get it out to the bubble screen where they've got yards to operate on the outside. So incredibly difficult play to defend as a linebacker. So anything you do is wrong. A lot of frustration for me playing versus London Blitz. They ran that very well. RPO with a post. That's another great play made by Sean Bedford, coming aggressively down on that out route and cleaning out the wide receiver.
Yeah, he's playing a nice game today.
Yep.
Sean.
It was also a good catch by the receiver. Can't dispel that concentration to hold it and survive that contact.
It does make you wonder if the Nighthawks have brought people in, because they're a different side to the one that I saw just a few months ago.
I didn't watch any of the regular season games, but I saw the scoreline, and this just seems like a completely different game. Pass there on the screen a little high for the receiver. We'll bring up 3rd and 10. Not many formations seen by the Nighthawks, but they're getting it done, given the same look and operating the offense well. It's another inside handoff. The QB's going to keep it.
Well defended.
It is well defended.
On the edge there. I mean, you look at the last game they played, June 15th, Alphas 32, Nighthawks 7. There must be some sort of turnaround, because I know the home fixture, I believe, is a bigger margin of victory for the Alphas there.
Yeah, I think they scored about 54 points. I'm not sure if that last play, the quarterback would have been better off just handing it off down the middle, because I was watching the running backs, I thought he took it, and it looked like he had a great seam down the middle. Watch these guards. Pass play, looking deep.
Wide open.
There
Touchdown.
he is. That's Dodi Mendy making his mark on this game. Corner of the end zone. Just beats the coverage, gets in behind. Merseyside not slacking off. They are pulling the punches right now.
I mean, that was just a really well executed play on all sides.
Definitely, that was a really good ball.
Great throw. He got nice separation, put it in an area in which he's the only man who could catch the ball. Defender couldn't make a play on it.
Quite efficient quarterback play from these Merseyside quarterbacks. Both of them, placing the ball well, not really making too many risky throws. I know we talking about his ability to get the ball out quickly to screens and flowing running backs, but if you can throw the ball downfield like that, they're going to be able to get those plays back.
Pete Horgan in the comments says had quite a few injuries, so people coming back.
Gotcha. That was a really nice snap and hold for that PAT there. As a special teams guy, I can appreciate that. Very smooth operation. But,
it's 21-0, and
Alpha's looking a bit dejected coming off this field.
Yeah, possibly game's gotten away with. Obviously, both sides are promoted. Not to say that this game has not been really tightly contested, but at least both teams can hang their hat on promotion, and building for next season will be key.
Yeah, it's just Merseyside seems to just be better at these big plays. They just seem to be.
It's the interceptions. Sorry to cut you off there. I think those interceptions. I mean, it's given them 14 points now, just from mistakes halting the Alphas drives, and like you said, the big plays are working for the Nighthawks in ways that the Alphas are struggling.
Yeah, but Nighthawks putting on a very efficient performance today. The defense playing lights out, offense making the plays, extending the drives, and managing to finish them. So, Nighthawks' journey through this playoffs has been unexpected and very impressive. Like I said, they knocked off the Sandwell Steelers, the Yorkshire Rams, and unless something incredible happens, I believe they'll be walking away with this game against Scunthorpe, who finished above them in the end of season table.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we say obviously it's unexpected, and Rams were the heavy favourites to go up, but potentially if this is what the Nighthawks should have been all season, but just couldn't through injuries, then it goes to show that in the end it's it's very just that they have been promoted, because you want the correct level of teams playing in the right divisions, and you want them to be all slightly contested. So I think if in the end the Nighthawks are this good, and obviously they'll just grow and can maybe take a few players from Manchester, then who knows what will happen next season. Maybe they can make a push in what is a fairly open Northern Premier League division.
Yeah, this Merseyside team definitely will be competitive next year.
It's a nice first down there, Lewis Truman.
It's great. Get the ball in LT's hands and they'll make good play.
Looks like an injured player, so we'll just cut to the sponsorship screen.
Suzuki down. Hope he's all right. Playing quite well so far.
It looks like he's able to make his way off the field. That's good to see. Hopefully he can come back into this game. But obviously, fourth quarter, not much time to go. Maybe it's worth resting him up, but I guess last game of the season. It's Wales
Jay
still
Smith in motion. It's a snap. Forced to roll out left by... Ooh.
Taken down. He does well initially. Ball out. I believe it's recovered by the Alphas.
Had to bail out left, cut back inside, nowhere for him to go. Merseyside pressure that's been there all day, not relenting in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did well initially. I mean, is that flag on?
I believe that was 95 Tom Hine with the sack there.
I mean, it's a credit to the Nighthawks who've had to shout out.
Yeah, it does look like a flag.
Members of their starting defence that I remember announcing before the game.
Yep, it's not one guy making the play.
Yeah.
Spreading the love, everybody contributing, get stuck in. Let's come back out. That spread formation. Swells rolls left, fires. It's well short of any Alphas receiver. Apex is about 3 Merseyside defenders. I'm not sure he was looking for there. Maybe expecting a dig that wasn't called. Or expecting a dig that should have been run.
I mean, it's tough to really comment upon because so many of these failed plays look like just some form of confusion. I feel there's not an obvious mistake being made.
Yeah,
I feel like
lack of communication.
yeah, it's just people on the complete different wavelength, and it's being thrown to people who aren't there. People are not looking when they should.
Got trips right, looking to find a play for 3rd and 15. As the old adage goes, there is no good play for 3rd and long. Swell's taking it himself, trying to do what he can. He gets stopped well short of the line.
Yeah, did well for 7 or 8.
Yeah, got about half the yardage you needed. That's good hustle. You like to see it, but unfortunately it's just not enough.
I imagine they'll be going for it here on about 4th and 7.
I think at this stage in the game you have to.
Let's hope for maybe another screen.
The offense stays out, yep. Maybe hit him with the running back screen again.
Yeah, I feel like in this situation you want to just put the ball in the hands of your best players, and
a low
if Jack Patterson is that man, then
high percentage throw. They can get the O-line out to release. Might catch the defense napping. There we go. Swells drops back. He hits.
Found
Thomas Noon.
Dives really well for the first down.
Great job to make that first down, not being able to be brought down by that defender before he crosses the line to gain. So the gamble of 4th down on the Alphas pays off. And move the chains.
Really well blocked there, I would say. The offensive line did a really good job. Swells had a lot of time, and that's what you can do with a lot of time, I think. Yeah, the offensive line has not quite been as dominant as usual.
At the time to find Nooney there. Nooney, a dependable target. Thomas Noon, our tight end. We say again as they target him again. Ball just a little bit too low for him.
Not given.
It's the turf before it's corralled. But yeah, Thomas Noon, a dependable target for the Alphas all season. Usually in the red zone. Lining up on that tight end, attached to the line spot. And sometimes defences just let him free release and don't expect him to be that receiving threat. But he does have a safe pair of hands and he's a big body.
I feel like the Alphas, it's when the pressure's not on them particularly, they've not been as good, but in those throwing of them should have been picked.
That's a nice sliding attempt there made by is that, I'm not sure who that was, but it was a
it's a nice sliding attempt from
admirable effort to slide to see if he could scoop that ball up from the turf. Unfortunately just a little bit too late. It was number 12, Nathan Pennington. Who's been around the ball. Had that near pick that I called a break up and then someone slated me because they said he just dropped it. Nooney looking very racy there.
Great throw, great catch.
What a catch by JP.
Fantastic work. I mean, that was a very close to the line of scrimmage. Took a whip pass from Swales. Really well done. Jack Patterson, a jack of all trades.
You funny guy.
In this game. With the catch. Great hands and great feet for a running back in that situation.
It's a great catch. Swales did a good job to find him there on the sideline. That moves the chains again. Looks like we're going to have a run here. It's poised. There you go. Patterson stepping out of tackles, forcing his way down. That's a decent run.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I feel like the Alphas are, when the pressure's really on them, they've executed, but every other time it's seemed a little bit lackadaisical, I think. But then it's a 4th down and 8, and
here we go, we've got another run. It's like a wide zone play. Oh, that's nothing really doing there. About 3 defenders around the left tackle there. There's not really much he could have done in that situation.
Big loss on 2nd down. It's 3rd down and 10. Obviously, 4th down territory. So they've got 2 attempts at 8 yards here.
Yep. Might want to go to those quick hitting pass plays again. Maybe a hitch, but the last time we ran a hitch, it's picked off. Or nearly picked off. Swales has a lot of time. That's looked a bit dodgy to me.
Slightly overthrown.
Possibly on the verge of PI there, but I think it was more of a collision than an intentional attempt to disrupt the receiver. Nevertheless, no flag drawn, and it brings up 4th and 8.
Not sure about the decision to go deep on that play there. I think knowing that it's 4 down territory, maybe just picking up a few yards.
I guess the mentality was to try something I'm not expecting.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, he was looking at the shorter options, definitely, and that's why he had to throw Truman really to the outside of the field.
It's a good job by the blocking to give him the time to go through his reads. He nearly delivered a touchdown, but nearly isn't going to cut it this game. He's looking again. Deep the same.
Woodall!
There we go. Adam Woodall crawling that ball in, setting the Alphas up on the goal line.
Another 4th down and 8, another reception for the Alphas. Woodall seemed like everyone was guarding Lewis Truman, but no one had realised Adam Woodall was there.
Just set up 2 yards in front of him and said, I'll take
Nice
that.
and safe.
Thank you very much.
The chest.
Yep, safe hand from Adam there. Like to see him making plays.
Yes, second catch on the day.
Shared a lot of car journeys from Scunthorpe to Selby with that man right there. Got a lot of love for him. There you go.
Yeah, well, it looked like
just defender straight through.
Yeah, it looked like the lane was to the left.
There's 95 Tom Hine again, and also number 8 Daniel Hampton-Johns stopping the goal line rush straight through the line.
That's my wide receiver coach.
Must be someone from York. Adam Woodall coaches wide receivers at York. And see why he's the coach. Just that play. Looks like there's a heavy amount of receivers to the left. Wouldn't surprise me.
Noon open.
There we go.
Sorry, not Noon. That was Lewis Truman. A typical.
The Alphas finally get on the scoreboard. That was a great drive. Great safe pair of hands from Lewis Truman. And a great call on the goal line there. A run pass option. The defense bit. Truman just released into the corner of that end zone. A safe pair of hands. That's a great touchdown grab.
Yeah, it's just, we don't know how long's left. Hopefully long enough, to make it an interesting game, I'll say.
Onside kicks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This isn't the NFL, we don't have that strange, weird new kick that they've implemented, so there's always opportunity to get the ball back. Swales has got some confidence throwing the football. It's not over till the lady sings.
Very well done.
It's blocked. Slightly short snap. And Dan Hampton-Jones getting on that ball in the end zone.
I mean, at some point they're going to have to give it to you anyway, so
yep.
It's not the end of the world. The touchdown was what matters, and that's important. It depends how long's left. I'd probably say around 5-6 minutes. Doesn't seem like too much.
Yeah, Alpha's tending for a lot of pass plays, so hopefully they haven't chewed up too much clock. Seven and a half minutes. Ample time to be able to get something going if the Alphas are able to collect this onside kick, which I assume they'll go for. Or maybe, 7.5 minutes, that's maybe not onside kick territory yet. We'll see what they come out in. It's a good thing I'm not a head coach.
Looks like the Nighthawks are set up for the onside kick. It's going to go for it.
Yep.
It's nicely done.
That's nicely collected.
Yeah, caught really well.
Yeah, he makes plays on defense. He makes plays on special teams. That's Akechi Apakama again. Really making a name for himself to be MVP of this game.
Yeah, it was a really nice onside kick attempt actually.
Yeah.
Bobbled up well. You could see him dropping it. Obviously not a receiver. He's a linebacker, but nice and safe into the hands. Really
Nicely
well
executed. Pops up. Unfortunately, into the hands of a Merseyside kick returner and not an Alphas player. Unfortunately for the Alphas. So Merseyside take over with decent field position, looking to add another score to their tally. I doubt they'll.
Imagine run plays.
You'd imagine.
Just gets away.
Sean Bedford coming through the shins of that running back and popping him about 4 feet in the air.
Yeah,
That's
really
a nice play.
Nice tackle there.
But still, off what looked to be a broken play, Merseyside make 4 yards. So I'm sure, I can imagine they're not going to be too sad about that.
I think as well as their big plays going well for them, I think also that their mistakes haven't been quite as punishable.
That's
They've
true.
They've had penalties, which stalls drive, but they haven't had intercept. Well, they've had one interception. They've not had too many mistakes like that have really swung this game in the Alphas' direction. You hurl them.
Sounds like copium to me.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. Slight hurdles, slight being flipped over.
So it looks like you're right, Jay. Merseyside Nighthawks is opting for these run plays.
Yeah, just take some time off the clock.
They've been running it quite well. I mean, 7 yards on 2 carries. It's nothing to shake a stick at. Let's see if the Alphas defense can hold firm on this 3rd and medium. So they're changing the play. They've got Ben Robinson in, so maybe he'll run an option. Nope, just looks like he wants to pass it this time. Facing pressure, just gets round.
Where is that caught? No, it's not caught. Very close to being a really...
Heads up play made with his legs, but just coordination's not quite there.
Not too much time would have been taken off the clock there, I think. There's a good drive from an Alpha standpoint. It's going to be... Probably a punt?
I'd assume so.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
not
a bit
sure
too
many
far away
brickball
for a
kickers
kick.
are making it from...
50 yard.
We're on the 34, so it'll be a 41-yard kick. Yeah, not sure many brickball kickers are making that.
Yeah, I think Sison makes a good point there. It doesn't really count if you land on your face, does it?
Yep. Shield punt, let's see. Always a possibility that this goes wrong. There's a Merseyside timeout called. Maybe they are going to see if they can...
Didn't look as if the Alphas had anyone...
There's a Merseyside timeout, I believe.
Yeah. It seemed like they had no one waiting...
Yeah, any
waiting to
returners
return the
out.
kick.
Merseyside timeout. Maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they are going to give it a boot. And just treat that like a punt, because obviously missed kicks are returnable.
Yeah.
Might as well see if you can get some points on the board.
But then again, if it's not returnable, then the Alphas get the ball in that location, don't they? So it would seem he's going to get...
True, yes. What?
Yeah, it looks like he's going
looks
for
like
it.
they're going for a kick.
So if this is missed long, then it should be decent field position for the Alphas, where they could drop it into good yardage.
Oh, looks like they're going to run it to the left now. They've adjusted the situation.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
We're run right.
He's going to run it.
Great tackle.
Great tackle. TJ Bunu absolutely
really
cutting
nice.
that fake attempt in half. Taking out the legs of pretty tricky stuff from Merseyside. I thought they was going to go to the left because they'd collected all their blockers in that location, but the blockers seem to split and go different directions. I respect that call.
Yeah,
on fourth down.
It's a nice idea. It's a nice run.
Yeah, I think great play from TJ, but if he
Alpha's
wasn't
fairly
there,
wise to it.
made that solid tackle, that probably would have been successful. So, getting tricky on special teams, but now the ball back in the hands of the Alphas. Looking for a pass.
Swells drops the pass.
Oh,
and he's brought
massive
down for
sack.
a huge sack. That catch you again?
No, 48.
48.
Who I don't have a name for.
Don't have a name for.
Any Merseyside watchers know who just sacked Will Swales for a massive loss?
Yeah.
I know they do want to get the yardage back, but that seemed like a pretty... what's the word? Optimistic play on first down.
Yeah, you don't want negative plays, clock still runs.
There's a lot of pressure. Paul Awini on that sack.
I mean, I hope that's not someone trying to take the mick out of us again. I think Richard Kears...
No, he was one of the players that I consulted with the Merseyside staff before the game. But yeah, great play from Paulowini there. That's a massive sack.
False start Alphas there. You can tell it's getting slightly nervy, I think.
This screams a Lewis Truman fade.
Yeah.
Chester.
But this is where in the Ryan Wakeling days,
That's
you just
true.
throw it up to him and he'll do something that no one on earth has ever seen or could do ever.
Yeah, but then Lewis is no slouch when it comes to making those kind of plays either.
There it is, Lewis Truman.
Hit him on a crossing route, gives the defender a little shake and bake. But
Nicely done. Looks as if he might have had some room on the wheel. But
keep calling Akechi Apakama's name. That's another great play. Not many people can tackle Lewis Truman one-on-one. It's a big man, extremely strong.
I mean, you look at where the third down marker is there. It's still 3rd and 22, 23.
Oh, even more.
So,
You're right. It's going to take more than crossing routes to raise this yardage. Trips left. Twelve takes a snap. Feeling pressure. That's another sack. Who's that? Number 90. Matt Burke. It's the first time I think we've called his name. That's a big situation to make that play. Heavy, heavy pressure from Merseyside all day. Completely collapsed the left side of the Alphas offensive line.
I mean, they're going to go for it, but this isn't just a 4th and 8. This is 4th and 30 or something.
What would you call in this situation?
QB sneak.
QB draw. Yeah. I've never seen Will Swales run, so I don't know how fast he is.
I mean, in all seriousness, I don't think there's no play for 4th and 30.
There's no play here. That is good, but it's not saying nothing will work.
Yeah, you just need. I mean, maybe a screen. Obviously, it's very,
maybe they could go
very
back
far
to
away, but
the tunnel screen with. I'm not even sure that's the right term.
yeah, looks like the punt unit's going to come out for the Alphas, I believe.
It's not a bad decision.
It makes sense. I just don't
It's going
think.
to be very difficult to erase that yardage, isn't it?
I mean, they'll have an awareness of how long's left on the clock, and if they can get a stop, it's still 2-score game. It's probably a better idea than just maybe getting sacked again, and they've got basically
The
a
defense
guaranteed.
defending an incredibly short field.
Yeah.
Still time on the clock.
Stephen Kilgannon reckons hook and ladder.
That's a good one.
Respect.
So,
Is it Jacob who used to be on the hook and ladders? Jacob Brown?
I forgot we used to run that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Was that in the Div 2 year?
Yeah.
God, we used to run some fun stuff.
Yeah, I guess
That's
that's when you could be a bit more fun with it.
It's a decent punt from Swales from that field position. Not as long as it could be, but high arcing, making sure that there's no return. A decent hang on that. Sorry, Stephen, the hook and ladder didn't come, but I do like that suggestion. There's a feature in offensive coordinating for Mr. Kilgannon. Many people at camp that get rattled by that loss.
Yeah. I mean, the London youth teams are. It's quite a.
Yeah, the London youth football, man. I'm glad I don't.
It's quite angry.
I don't coach in that. I would be. I wouldn't know how to do it. Anyway. Oh, that toss
First down.
is broken. That toss is broken big. Is there any laundry
40
on the
yards.
field? No. Oh. Maybe I'm just seeing a yellow. Refs just picked it up. So one of the tosses does break big after a lot of teething pains trying to install it and consolidate it in that first quarter. One finally breaks really big.
28-0 for the Saints over Berkshire Renegade.
Again, as a neutral party, I have no comment on that. Happy for my boy Alessio getting that first touchdown.
in other games, Panthers 34, Bulls 8 at half time.
At half time, wow.
Yeah, Hereford 17, Somerset 7, 2-minute warning. I believe in the second half. I think that's all we're getting at the moment.
What's going on here then? There seems to be some kind of deliberation by the referees. Oh no.
It looks like an alpha.
Medics on.
That's
is that
Sean Bedford. Not what you want to see at all.
No.
Bedford with his helmet off will just cut.
Well, you never want to see anybody having a bad injury, but especially not a bloke as nice as Sean.
I believe Bedford is at least able to walk off. He will be in some discomfort, but we hope he's okay. I doubt we'll see him for the rest of this game.
He's had one hell of a game. One of those guys on the Alphas defence that we've been calling the name of constantly. So hopefully he's alright. He comes in to replace him. Looks like...
I'm not sure who that is. 41? Ben Robinson in at quarterback again.
Looks to be, yes.
Gives it to
On the counter.
Plunkett again. He's had a fantastic game.
That's counter ran really well. It's a big game.
Two-minute warning, I believe that is. So looks like the Knights are probably going to walk away with a win here. I mean, it's bittersweet, really. I think from an Alpha's point of view, that is. Obviously, they've still been promoted, so it's. Sorry, I believe it was Craig Owen, number 32. Yeah, not Gary Plunkett. Yeah, no, bittersweet. Obviously, promotion is amazing. It would have been really nice to get the win today, but
I don't think anybody comes into this game thinking about anything other than winning it, especially again. Ooh,
Owens as well.
Oh, there's Natty.
Not said his name as much as
the octopus.
Usually, but yeah, the octopus.
Using his long arms to cut down the defender
to bring the player in. He's 48 there for the Alphas. In for Bedford. I don't know if you found the name.
Is that Luke Mallahan?
Could be Malahan. I believe he's
I can't.
usually a linebacker though. Don't think it is Malahan. Malahan's 58.
48 is Amit Singh, but has he been playing linebacker this season? He's usually running back, isn't he?
I wouldn't think that's Amit.
Who's this mystery 48? Anyway, yeah. Nice play around by Merseyside, but Natty does a good job to cut that down before it starts to make any more yards. I think if he'd got around the corner on that, he would have probably gotten the first down. So, nice play by the Octopus. He told me not to call him that before the stream, but
Do you not like it?
I'm not listening to it because I think it's hilarious.
How do you not like that? It's a great nickname.
He's a bloke with long arms. He's the Octopus. That's a
The run up the middle. I mean, it's consistently 5 or 6 yards.
that was a very strong run up the middle. Ben Robinson not liking what he sees on the outside there, so decides to give it, and definitely the right decision when your offensive line's creating a surge like that.
Yeah, it's undoubtedly been a really strong game for the Nighthawks here today. I think they've executed really well.
Yeah, Nighthawks offense.
Both sides of the ball have been strong. Yeah, and best of luck for them in the Premiership next season. Obviously,
Yeah, definitely.
we'll be playing them again next year, and it'll be interesting to see how both sides progress, change.
Yeah, I'm sure this game will ignite a good rivalry that will be one to watch in the Prem for the next few years now. So just inside zone.
Well,
It's
I believe it.
Los Loish coming over and making that tackle for a decent game.
Two clubs with respect for each other. I mean, I'd say there's more rivalry with Alphas and the Rams, but luckily we don't have to worry about that.
We haven't played.
They're not going up. So.
We'd never played Merseyside before this season, did we?
Yeah, I believe that's the case. Obviously, a perennial Premier League side.
Yeah, not
so yeah,
one of our
nice
associate
to see that.
opponents, or so we just relegated last year. But yeah, definitely worthy opponents. They played a great game today. All the respect to them.
Obviously,
making the
big
trip.
area as well. Liverpool, you expect a team.
Yeah, I feel like
out of the
players may migrate from the teams around that area depending on politics or how well the team's doing. There's a few swap over from Manchester and then Staffordshire surges around there who try and grab players from both of those two clubs. So
yeah.
I guess it's a ecosystem of football in the northwest. But Merseyside definitely staking their claim and making themselves an attractive destination to potential transfers. It's another counter.
Brought down well.
That's Los Loish again, back to back, but making good yards. And probably more importantly for the Nighthawks at this point, chewing down the clock. Knocking on the door. I'm sure the entire offense would like to get another score on there. I'm sure when you're this close, you don't exactly want to kneel out, you want to punch it in. It's something that the Nighthawks offensive line have proved that they're capable of.
Just
Point of pride for the Alphas defense at this point to keep them out.
I just thought this might possibly be my last game commentating towards the Alphas.
I believe
As
that looks like it's the game.
final goes. Congratulations to the Merseyside Nighthawks. Like I said, I believe this might be my last one if I'm playing adults next season. Obviously, I won't be able to commentate in the games that I'm playing, so...
They'll have to fund my transport up from Milton Keynes more
Exactly.
often. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a great game.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Lots of thanks to the Merseyside Nighthawks for being such great opponents. And they played a great game. Congratulations to the Alphas that played not the result you wanted, but a tough back and forth slog. So yes, Merseyside Nighthawks, the NFC 1 North Conference champions.
21-6. Convincing win over the Alphas, so yeah. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you very much, Jay. Fist bump.
Thank you, Joe, on commentary.
Thank you, Joe, on the mic, on the cam.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get a replacement for me next year. Maybe a Mike Syton or something, or take them out.
God.
Yeah,
I don't want to share a commentary box with him for 3 hours. Probably smells.
Well, we'll end it on that. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.